Amy Arslanian, escorted by Alan and Angie Arslanian. Monica Bailey, escorted by Dave and Katie Littman. Cody Blackwood, escorted by Anne-Marie and Robin Blackwood.
Get them, guys.
Mike Carnabucci, escorted by Rich and Chris Carnabucci. Eric Christensen. Eric Christensen, escorted by Bruce and Maureen Christensen. Dominic Costanzo, escorted by David Costanzo and Joan Costanzo. Brian Daly, escorted by Ted and Linda Daly. Casey Doze, escorted by Ray Doze and Janet Cavanaugh.
Where am I sitting? Got the whole row. So if I can just kind of... I was going to say, I'm coming up.
Ian Donnelly, escorted by Martha Donnelly. Emily Drake, escorted by Carrie Drake. Adam Duganzik, escorted by Dragan and Christine Duganzik. Zielinski. Julia Fisher, escorted by David Zielinski. Jordan Flores, escorted by Mark and Kim Kraneski. Tara Fleischer, escorted by Frank and Donnie Fleischer. Madison Hanson, escorted by Brian and Phyllis Hanson. Quentin Harrison, escorted by John Abercrombie and Jennifer Harrison Abercrombie. Sarah Hasatsne, escorted by Kristen Hasatsne and Peter Mortensen. Emily Herron, escorted by Gordon and Monica Herron. Caitlin Horn, escorted by Harold and Carol Horn. Daisy Howard, escorted by Tim and Christina Walters. Dominic Armandi, escorted by Christine Armandi, Betty Smith, and Jim Smith. Parmanjit Kaur, escorted by Manjit Singh and Harpreet Singh. Ariel Noble, escorted by Paul and Nancy Noble. David Longcar, escorted by James Longcar, Julia Longcar, and Bunny Gross. Dominic Mata, escorted by David Mata and Christy Ryder. Michaela McGlosky, escorted by Robin and Ed McGlosky. Kayla Mailhorn, escorted by Diana Mailhorn and Bob Mailhorn. Sarah McLaughlin, escorted by Mary McLaughlin. escorted by David and Linda McGrath. Natalie Meeks, escorted by Mark and Anna Meeks. Sarah Meyer, escorted by Steve and Dee Meyer. Megan Morris, escorted by Robert and Nancy Morris. Elena Matiunas, escorted by Paul and Nicole Matiunas. Jeremiah Mowry, escorted by Jim and Ruth Mowry. Emily Marici, escorted by Marino Marici and Mary Jo Marici. Ian Ayo, escorted by John and Betsy Ayo. Jenna O'Ree, escorted by Jeff and Laura O'Ree. Nicholas Osland, escorted by David and Susie Osland. Rick Pongonis, escorted by Jerry and Debbie Pongonis. Maddie Rainey, escorted by Steve and Kim Rainey. Michaela Rocco, escorted by Michael Rocco and Joelle Scazza. Emily Russell, escorted by Mark Russell and Brenda Russell. Alex Rutkowski, escorted by Adam and Rhonda Rutkowski. Liliana Saka, escorted by Michael and Cheryl Saka. Mackenzie Seaton-Todd, escorted by Sandy Seaton-Todd. Lauren Sabush, escorted by Donna Sabush and Ron Sabush. Alex Slovenik, escorted by Karen Slovenik. Elizabeth Smurdell, escorted by Gary and Janet Smurdell. Bethany Stefanson, escorted by Mike and Pam Stefanson. Jimmy Tatavinsky, escorted by Jim and Corey Tatavinsky. Keaton Tron, escorted by Ellen White Tron. Hannah Young, escorted by Scott Young. And Kayla Dose, escorted by Casey Dose.
I've never seen him bring the kids out so early. I mean, look at the clock, 7:55. Let's see, we're told where they're coming out. What do you think? They control that quarterback. When they show the highlights of him on the SPO show, it goes like Trubisky. Just like he's a runner, and he's only junior. He's been playing in 2 years ago. Last year, this year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Do what it takes
listen to the
a
player
couple other things to put up
of
a scout report on Trubisky.
And now for our senior football players. Number 1, Brandon Fritz. Number 5, Kyle Krasancic. Number 6, Number 22, Doug Number 26, Ron Bowles. 4, Mason McHenry. Number 37, James Pacheco. Number 39, Matt Music. Number 50, Matt Zoltek. Number 52, Kent Berger. Number 60, Brandon Ray. Number 63, Jimmy Swire. Number 66, Isaiah Stewart. Number 72, Mitch Morrison. Number 76, Matthew Kovatesh. Number 77, Jacob Crawford. Number 82, Johannes Lemke. And number 90, Drew Megler. And the rest of your winner,
and here we go. We got Pete Stark for Cardinal TV, and we're here on a big evening here at the JTO. The Menor Cardinals coming to this game 7-1 versus the 8-0 Hudson Explorers. It's a battle of two of the top teams, obviously in the Northeastern Ohio area, and they play in the Northeastern Ohio Conference River Division. It's going to be a battle of playoff implications here. Both of the teams have secured playoff bids, and this is going to position the winner of this game, seeing who's going to be in the driver's seat for home field advantage in the playoffs. Hudson has beaten 6 teams with winning records and is currently first in the region. The Explorers are ranked 6th in the 5th. 6th in the Division I DP poll. The defense is among the best in the area, allowing under 10 points per game. It's won 6 straight games since the loss in week number 2 to St. Ignatius. Howard has beaten 4 straight teams with winning records. And the offense is really cruising right now, averaging 47 points per game over the past 6 weeks. Defense has also been very solid, pitching 3 shutouts and allowing just 10 points per game over that same period. Cardinals coming ranked 8th in Division I. Menor won the coin toss and they deferred the kick to the second half, as they customarily do. Menor coming off a big win last week as they visited Solon. They won that game, another shutout, 35-0. Came out with no points for either team in the first quarter last week, and then Menor ended up scoring 2 touchdowns to enter halftime with a 14-0 lead before scoring 21 points in the second half. Again, winning that game last week with a decisive 35-0 victory over the Solon Comets. You know, last week, Menor had 239 yards on the ground, passing 264 yards, for a total of 473 yards of offense last week versus Solon's 153 yards. Mike Music getting set with the new formation to lead off the game with the kickoff here. The senior kicker for Menor. Connor Kazanzik, again, the quarterback, outstanding senior for the Menor Cardinals. Had a big week last week. 15 rushes for 140 yards, 17 of 34 passing for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had 1 rushing touchdown last week. Mike Music, the kickoff. And the game has started here. It's a squib kick, 20-yard line. Hudson brings it up just shy of the 30-yard line on their own side. Hudson Explorers quarterback Mitch Guadani, the junior quarterback, 6'2", 185, number 6, leads the Hudson Explorer charge. And a big story this week for the Hudson Explorers, along with their undefeated record coming here to the JTO. Huge game against the Menor Cardinals, but a big story this week. Their coach, Ron White, not here at the game right now, made the decision over the summer, regardless of what happened in the season, on senior night he would dare to be there with his son Kyle, a senior kicker for Stowe, and he's fulfilling that promise, and he's not here to begin the game. 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. Looking downfield, he's going to pass, and he's got a receiver at the 40-yard line. Number 12, John Zucchero, the senior wide receiver, outstanding receiver for the Hudson Explorers on a catch. Again, back to the story with the Hudson coach, Ron Wright. Senior night for his son plays at Stowe, 7 o'clock this evening. He's there to accompany his son Kyle, the senior kicker, for the senior night festivities. Then he's going to be flying out of Kent State, their airport, courtesy of a Hudson resident, where he'll be flown to Lost Nation Airport in Willoughby before coming here to Menor Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. He's looking deep. He's got a receiver. Incomplete pass. And that pass was downfield at the 20-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. Well defended by the Cardinals. number 23, Jared Ruffing, the receiver, the senior receiver that Guadani was looking for on the first down long pass attempt. Hudson's really starting out with opening up that passing game, trying to go right after the Cardinals secondary. And the Cardinals defense really been coming on strong. 3 shutouts in the past 6 games. Pitched another shutout last week in the away game versus the Solon Comets. 2nd and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. Guadani in the shotgun. He's got a receiver on the top of the field for a couple yards. Just shy of 45 on the Hudson side of the field. There's Jared Ruffing on the catch. Mason McHenrick on the stop, a tackle for the Cardinals. Bring up a 3rd down and long. We'll call it a 3rd and 7 for the Hudson Explorers. Hudson breaks the huddle. Again in the shotgun set, Mitch Guadani. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side of the field. Big 3rd down play here for the Explorers. Cardinals, he's got a receiver there on the Cardinals side of the field for a 1st down, close to the 45-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Hudson's moving here. Again, pretty solid season offensively and defensively for the Hudson Explorers. Defense extremely impressive. Again, opposition against the Hudson Explorers averaging less than 11 points per game going into this matchup versus the conference rival, the Menor Cardinals. Cardinals getting set on defense, the 1st and 10. Guadani in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. And he's going to give it to his running back. Met by a host of Cardinal defenders, brought down right about the 44-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field for a short, we'll call it a 1-yard gain for the Hudson Explorers. Nice stop by the Cardinal D. Justin McMahon again on the stop for the Cards. The senior linebacker, 6 foot 220 on a nice stop for the Cards. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10 for the Hudson Explorers here. Guadani in that familiar shotgun set. This time 3 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. He's got a receiver on the near side at the 35-yard line. Caught. Flag on the field. We'll see what that is. If not, it's going to be a Hudson 1st down. Kyle Powell was the defender for the Cards. It's going to be holding on the Hudson Explorers. Going to back him up. It's going to make this a much tougher 2nd down and long for the Hudson Explorers here. Cardinal defense looking to the sideline for direction here. Hudson was on the move. 9:31 remaining in the 1st quarter here. Hudson was gaining ground here, but now they're pushed back to their side of the field on about the 42-yard line on the Explorers side of the field. Guadani gets the ball, and he's going to run the ball to the 45, to the 50, to the 45 on the Cardinals side, the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, brought out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Big run for the running back, or for the quarterback, Mitch Guadani. The junior quarterback on a big run for the Hudson Explorers. Bringing up a 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers in the red zone. Again, the Cardinals been on a bit of a roll here defensively after that pitching that shutout last week. They're giving up some big plays here to begin the game. 1st and 10, Guadani in the shotgun. 1 receiver on the near side, 1 on the top side. Is he going to pitch the ball to his running back? Hounded by the Cardinals D, and they're going to bring him down for about a 4-yard gain for the Explorers. That was Dean Miller on the run for the Hudson Explorers. Mark Walton, the defender who stopped the running back, Dean Miller, on that play. 2nd down and 6. 8:45 remaining in the 1st quarter. Hudson's going to break the huddle here. Guadani looking at 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. 1 running back behind him goes in motion. Guadani gets the ball. Looks like he may be running, but he's stopped. Recognized right away by the Cardinal defense and taken down brought down there for no gain. Nice play by the Cardinals defense. It's going to bring up a third down play as we approach 8:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Big play for the Cardinals. They read that play all the way. Had a feeling that after the running back went in motion, Guadani was going to go ahead and just run it himself, and they read that from the get-go. Nice stop by the Cards. 8 minutes remaining in the first. Hudson changing their formation here. Now you have two receivers on the near side, two on the top side. Running back sits behind Guadani in a shotgun. He's going to pass the ball. He's looking downfield, looking in the end zone. He's got a receiver, and it's caught for a touchdown. The Hudson Explorers strike first here with the touchdown. 7:40 remaining in the first quarter. Hudson Explorers strike first. It's going to be Jared Ruffing on the reception, but the officials are discussing it here to see if it's in fact a touchdown or not. We're going to call it back here. That's a penalty against the Hudson Explorers. Chop block. Bring it back here. Cardinals still have life. Take those points off the board. 7:40 here in the first quarter, and the Cardinals getting a break after that big reception in the end zone. Tough catch by Jared Ruffing, the senior receiver, number 23 for the Hudson Explorers, after a nice pass by Mitch Guadani, but officials are walking him back at this point. So the Cardinals, again, this is the second big penalty that the Hudson Explorers have already had on this drive, a drive that's seen them moving for some positive yardage for the most part, but these two costly penalties here backing the Hudson Explorers up. They're going to be outside of the red zone at this point. We're going to call it third down and long, obviously, for the Hudson Explorers. Guadani, and he's going to run, and he recognized right away, taken down by a number of Cardinal defenders. Senior Kent Berger was in the mix there with the tackle. Big play by the Card defense. 4th and long for the Hudson Explorers. 7:20 remaining in the first quarter, and what a break on that right there, taking those points to 6 points off the board after that looked like a touchdown by the Hudson Explorers, and it's going to go and force Hudson to kick here. It's going to be a long kick for Hudson. 49-yard kick, and the kick is up, and it's going to be well short. It's going to be short by plenty. It's going to be a turnover on downs over the Cardinals. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals after the defense had a nice stop there following the big penalty that took the points off the board after Mitch Guadani looked like he had his receiver in the end zone. Jared Ruffing on a nice pass in connection, but that penalty wiped those points off the board, and after a strong couple downs here, the Cardinals get the ball back with 6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Number 5, Connor Krasanzik, leading the troops out onto the field here. A couple big weeks in a row for Connor Krasanzik, and really he's been on a real roll here. Last week again, rushing yards, 140 yards on the ground with 1 rushing TD, 264 yards in the air. He's going to run the ball on this first down play, and he's going to get a couple yards on a quarterback keeper to about the 22, called the 23-yard line. Going to bring up a second down and long for the Mentor Cards. Cardinals looking for the play here. And a familiar spread offense for the Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik in the shotgun. You see running near side, 3 on the top side. Second and long, he's going to hand the ball off. Short yardage before being brought down by the Hudson Explorers at about the 25-yard line on the Mentor side of the field. Going to bring up a third down and long for the Cardinals. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score, 0 for the Mentor Cardinals, 0 for the Hudson Explorers. And Hudson was on the move in the first drive of the game, but 2 big costly penalties. One taking a touchdown off the board, and tightening up by the Cardinals defense. Turnover on downs, and that's where we find ourselves now. Third down, big catch by the Cardinals. 1st and 10, let's do it again. Nice catch. Jake Brownelli, the senior receiver for the Cardinals, nice catch. Big third down and long play for a first down by the Cardinals. It's going to be 1st and 10. Connor Krasanzik's going to hand the ball off. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, ended up getting through to about a 3 to 4 yard rushing gain for the Cardinals. It was a big pickup A couple plays ago on third down for the Cardinals. Last week against the Solon Comets on third down, they were 6 of 14. So the Cardinals bringing up a second down at about the 45-yard line on the Card side of the field. Connor Krasancic's going to throw the ball. Nice catch. Corey Plavkin with the reception. Going to bring it on the Explorers side of the field, coming just shy of the 40-yard line. Big connection there on second down from Connor Krasancic, the senior quarterback, throwing it to Corey Plavkin, the senior receiver on senior night here. Good job by the Cardinals on the move. 1st and 10. Connor Krasancic's going to throw it again. He's got a receiver, and he's couldn't find anybody. Well covered by the Hudson Explorer defense, so he's just going to throw that one out of bounds. Going to bring up a second down and long for the Cards. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter here. Second down and 10, 0-0. No score yet on the board here in this big matchup with two powerhouse teams here in Northeastern Ohio. Hudson Explorers again coming to the game undefeated, 8-0. Cardinals 7-1 on the season. Connor looking in the middle, got a receiver. Just shy of the first down. It's going to be a couple yards short, but Eddie Doherty with a nice snag on the catch. It's going to be a third down and short for the Cards. Call it 3rd and 4 with 4:44 remaining in the first quarter. Krasancic looking for the play. Got two receivers on the near side, two on the top side. On about the 35-yard line on the Explorer side of the field, Connor Krasancic's going to keep the ball. He's got some running room. 25 to about the 22-yard line. A burst up the middle. The quarterback keeper. 1st and 10. Let's do it again. Connor Krasancic up the gut of that Hudson Explorer defense. What a run. 3rd and short. Again, the Cardinals coming up successful on a couple big third down plays. Connor Krasancic, 1st and 10. He's looking in again, making a good decision. Throwing the ball out of bounds. All his receivers well covered by the Explorer defense. So a couple big third down conversions by the Cardinals here. Connor Krasancic, first with that big connection over to Corey Plavkin, the senior-to-senior connection. And then this most recent third down, the quarterback scoot up the middle for a big first down gain. So 2nd down and 10 right now. Shotgun set for Connor Krasancic and his team. He's looking to pass. He's got a receiver flanking out there. Oh, Eddie Doherty with the incomplete. Couldn't make the catch. Would have had some running room if he would have snagged that. He was thinking about running up the field before he caught it. Got a flag on the field. We'll see what the officials call. And it looks like they're walking the Cardinals back. Yeah, the Cardinals walking back after the penalty here. It's going to be a holding penalty on the Cardinals. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to bring up a second down and very long. 2nd and 26, we'll call it. It's going to back up to the 39-yard line on the Explorer side of the field. Connor Krasancic looking down the field for a pass. He's got a receiver in the middle. Big catch. Set number 18 again, I think it is. Jake Barnelli with the reception. Inside the red zone, right inside the 20-yard line on the Explorer side of the field. Got a big chunk of that back on the reception. Nice job by the Cardinals. Going to bring up a third down and a little bit more manageable. 7 yards to go for the first down. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. Nice connection. That's the second one of the game to Jake Barnelli. Two receivers on the top side, one on the near side. Found a receiver in the middle of the field for a reception. Caught it, Barnelli again. He's the man here tonight with his 3rd catch of the game, and he's moving the chains. 1st and 10, we're going to do it again for the Cardinals in that red zone. First quarter, 3:39 remaining, no score on the board. Hudson again missed a golden opportunity in the first drive of the game, but suffered 2 costly penalties, and none more costly than the quarterback to receiver connection, a touchdown. Hudson thought they had a score on the board before it being called back. Big penalty nullified those points and ended up having a turnover on down after a couple nice stops on defense by the Cardinals. And Cardinals been marching down the field here after a couple three big third down receptions and connections that brought the Cardinals some first downs. It's a rush. Finally taken down inside the 10-yard line to the 9-yard line. Eddie Doherty on a nice run for a couple yards. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter here. Second down for the Mentor Cardinals. Yeah, 3 third-down conversions, big ones that were made by the Mentor Cardinals on this drive. Again, 2 big pass plays, a pass to Corey Plavkin for a big conversion to bring a first down. A run by Connor Kazanzik, and then a reception by Jake Barnelli. As we look at second down, Cardinals in the red zone. Connor Kazanzik's got a receiver just shy of the end zone here. Hudson signaling like they may have been a fumble on the play. Let's see what the officials call. See what the officials decide on this play here. 2:27 remaining in the first quarter. Eddie Doherty looked like he had a reception in the middle of the field there. Hudson was contending that there may have been a incompletion or a fumble, but looks like the officials are spotting the ball just shy of the goal line there. It's going to be the Cardinals again. It's going to be very close to a first down and bringing out the chains to measure it here. The officials are going to bring out the chains, and it looks like it is. 1st and 10. Let's do it again for the Cardinals. Going to be a short yardage situation here. Very close to the end zone. The Cardinals 1st and 10. As they line up here, 2 receivers on the near side. Going to have 1 receiver on the top side. Connor Kuzanzik from the shotgun set here. Here we go. Cardinals on the move here. He's going to hand the ball off. Straight up the gut into the end zone. Cardinals touchdown. Put those points on the board. 6-0. Cardinals strike first. 6-0 over the Hudson Explorers. The Cardinals with the run up the gut. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Big score for the Cardinals as they run it this time for the short yardage touchdown situation as they put the points on the board. First in the game here, the big matchup versus the Hudson Explorers. Mike Music on to attempt the extra point. Here we go. The kick is up, and it's good. Extra points, 7-0. Mentor Cardinals here at the JTO get some home cooking again versus the Hudson Explorers. Huge matchup here once again between the 2 teams, and Cardinals, when it looked like Hudson was going to be the first one to score. Points taken off the board after a big penalty on the Explorers, and the Cardinals got the ball back on a turnover on downs and mounted an impressive drive themselves here with a mix of running and passing plays. Jake Barnelli with 3 big receptions on the drive, a big run by Connor Krzanzik, 3 big third down plays, converted the first downs, and then finally for a touchdown score to put the points on the board. 7-0. The Cardinals find themselves on top, striking first here in the big matchup. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Mike Music getting set to kick it off to the Hudson Explorers from his 40-yard line. The senior kicker, here we go, in a familiar formation, following a touchdown as the ball falls off the tee here. Big crowd here tonight at the JTO. Again, after this huge matchup. A little bit late to arrive this evening with the chilly temperatures out here, but with a capacity crowd on both sides of the field here for this huge matchup for both of these teams. The receiver here for Hudson taken down shy of the 20-yard line. Nice play by the Cardinals special teams, bringing the Explorers down after they caught it and were running that ball out. 2:14 remaining here in the first quarter. The Mentor Cardinals up 7-0 over the Hudson Explorers in this big Northeastern Ohio matchup. The Northeastern Ohio Conference, the Valley Division. Both teams undefeated in the conference. Hudson coming in undefeated on the season, 8-0. Again, without the guidance right now of their coach, Ron Wright. It's senior night, went to his son's senior night. Son plays for Stowe High School, fulfilling a promise to his son, but not here quite yet. It's supposed to be arriving shortly. 1st and 10 for the Explorers. Well played and taken down by the Cards. taken back. They lost yards on that play. Big play by the Cards. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the Explorers. Say Todd Green, the senior linebacker, was leading on the tackle there for the Cards. Again, the Cardinals defense feeling pretty good after their shutout performance last week versus the Solon Comets in Solon. Normally a very tough place to play. The Cardinals definitely held their own and then some. It's going to be 2nd down, and Guadani, the quarterback for the Explorers, nowhere to go and ran it out of bounds, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down situation and long for the Hudson Explorers. The Cardinals tightening up the D on the first 2 plays of this drive here. After that long drive that grinded down the Hudson Explorers, resulting in a rushing touchdown for the Cardinals, putting the score to 7-0. The advantage, men are over Hudson. 3rd and long with a minute 25 remaining here in this first quarter. It's rocking here at the JTO, cheering on the defense for a big stop. Mitch Guadani, 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. He's going to pass the ball. He's looking. He's got a receiver on the top side in his hands, and it fell out. Incomplete pass. He had a receiver open on the top side of the field. The ball was right there in his hands. Could not hang on, so it's going to put the Hudson Explorers in a situation. They're going to have to punt the ball over to the Cards. Eddie Doherty, number 40, is running out. He's going to line up around the 40-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Fantastic series of downs for the Cardinals, stuffing the Explorers on a couple rushing plays, dropping them for negative yardage on that 2nd down, and then ultimately an incomplete pass on that 3rd and long for the Explorers. The punt is up. Eddie Doherty's going to catch it for a fair catch about the 37-yard line on the Mentor Cardinals side of the field. Minute 13 remaining in the first quarter. Again, the score, 7 points for the Mentor Cardinals, 0 for the Hudson Explorers in this huge matchup. Again, Hudson comes into this game beating 6 teams with winning records and currently ranked 1st in the region. They're ranked 6th in the Division I AP poll. Cardinals find themselves ranked 8th in the Division I AP poll. So big matchup here tonight. Winner of this game is definitely going to position himself for some home field advantage in the playoffs. Both of these teams are in the playoffs, but it's going to depend a lot. Kruzanzik on the quarterback keeper, rolling to the near side to about the 42-yard line on the quarterback keeper. Connor Kruzanzik on the rush on 1st down. But again, both of these teams already secured a playoff berth here in 2013, but this game's going to go a long way to decide some home field advantage come playoff time. Connor Kruzanzik in the shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side, and flags are thrown on the field on this play. 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 2nd down at 5. We were calling it, and that's going to back up the Cardinals. Penalty on the Cardinals. Some movement there. It's going to go back to calling a 2nd down at 10. Back to where we initially started this drive here for the Cardinals. Connor Kruzanzik, shotgun set. 3 receivers this time on the top side, 2 on the near side. Connor Kruzanzik looking in the middle of the field. He had a receiver, Eddie Doherty, and dangerous pass. Nearly picked off. Well defended by the Hudson Explorers against Eddie Doherty. Crowd reacting as if there may have been some pass interference, but there is no flag on the field, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long, a 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals offense here. Again, on about their own 38-yard line. Kruzanzik, we got 3 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. Receiver to his left. Connor Kruzanzik on, and stumbles and goes down about the 28-yard line. Connor Kruzanzik looked like he was going to shake out of that, but ended up losing his footing and going down. Now it's going to be a long 4th down, 4th and 19 for the Cardinals. So we're going to see Mike Music, the senior kicker, coming out here for the punt. As the clock's winding down, we're looking 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So this punt may not happen to the second quarter, depending on how we go here. 8 seconds, 7, 6. 4th and long. Cardinals are going to punt it here. Seconds remaining in the quarter. And Hudson's going to catch the ball and fumble it with recovered by the Cardinals. It looked like the Cardinals got it about the 30, well, the 43-yard line on the Explorers side of the field. Looked like the Hudson Explorers were going to catch that punt, but then he muffed it. He muffed that punt, and it looked like it was loose, and it looked like the Cardinals were the first ones to pounce on that live ball. And they did! Cardinals get the ball on the turnover. The punt muffed by the Explorers. That ball was loose and recovered by the Cardinals. Here we go. High fives all around at the JTO as the Cardinals, after having a turnover, almost turned it over with kicking back to the Explorers, giving the ball back to Hudson. Nice kick by Mike Music, and it looked like Hudson had a catch and ready to run the ball, but he ended up muffing the ball as it slipped out of his hands, and Menor was right there, quick to grab the ball and pounce on it, and ended up getting the turnover. First and 10, Connor Krasanzik in a familiar shotgun set. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 in motion. He's going to hand it off to the guy in motion. Drilled Eddie Doherty with some solid yardage, going ahead for the first down. Nice run on first down for Eddie Doherty. 1 in motion and handed it off to him straight up, showing his speed up to about the 30-yard line. On the Explorers side of the field, 11:40 in the half. Another first and 10 for the Cards. Well, they're going to say just shy of a first down, I believe. It looked like he had it. Going to fake it again, but Krasanzik's going to keep it. The quarterback keeper straight up the middle. This time he's got the first down up to about the 30-yard line. Connor Krasanzik faking the handoff and running it up the gut for the first. Nice play for the senior quarterback. As a Cardinal, a couple back-to-back solid plays here on offense after getting the ball back after that fumbled punt. Krasanzik looking to the sideline for the call. First quarter stats, 53 yards on the ground for Hudson Explorers, 30 for the Menor Cardinals. Krasanzik, oh, look at that. Doherty with the reception. Blasted, but kept on his feet before running straight ahead. What a play by Doherty. He was blasted as soon as he caught the ball, but he stayed on his feet and showed his toughness, and it went forward for a couple more yards. 2nd and 4 after a tough 6-yard gain for the Cardinals. What a play for the Cardinals and Eddie Doherty, showing his stuff, showing he's a man on that reception. Connor Krasanzik in a shotgun set. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Fake the handoff. Krasanzik looking downfield. He's got a receiver. Oh, Doherty, what a reception in the end zone! Touchdown Cardinals on the diving reception. Eddie Doherty, 13-0. The Cardinals score again on a diving reception for Eddie Doherty. Connor Krasanzik on a beautiful pass in the end zone. Led his receiver and he led him to a touchdown. Cardinals 13-0 the advantage with 10:20 remaining in the first half. Here comes Mike Music to get the extra point attempt after that thrilling pass and catch for the Cardinals. Mike Music, the senior kicker, gonna tack one more on. It's up and it's good. 14-0. The Cardinals with the advantage over the Hudson Explorers. Hudson coming here to the JTO, but the Cardinals are showing their stuff here with a couple quick scores. 14-0. They take the advantage. 10:20 remaining in the first half. Big connection. The senior Connor Krasanzik finding Eddie Doherty diving for the catch in the TD. What a drive and what a catch there for the Cardinals. And recapping the first quarter stats, the rushing advantage went to Hudson in the first quarter. 53 yards for the Explorers, 30 yards for the Cardinals. And in the air, passing yards, 23 for the Hudson Explorers, 71 for the Menor Cardinals. Cardinals getting set to kick off to the Explorers here, following a thrilling touchdown pass from Connor Krasanzik, the senior, finding Eddie Doherty, leading him and diving on the reception. Eddie Doherty into the end zone. Score pushed up to 14-0. The Menor Cardinals taking it to the Hudson Explorers. That was a big turnover. A couple costly mistakes here in the game for the Hudson Explorers. Hudson actually appeared to take the scoring advantage early in the game, but penalized, and the points were taken off the board. And just now there was a, look at this, another play. Cardinals trying to catch the Explorers off guard. There's a bit of a pile up here fighting for the ball. We'll see who ends up with it. And it looks like the Explorers came out of that pile up. But that was trying to, again, trick the Hudson Explorers with a bit of a short kick. The Cardinals racing downfield and nearly got the possession there as the ball went over 10 yards. 10 minutes remaining in the half here. Coach Steve Trevisano pulling out all the stops here after taking a big 14-0 advantage there, trying to catch the Hudson Explorers with their coach not here off guard and sneak another turnover. But Hudson was able to retain possession there on 1st and 10 for the Explorers. Mitch Guadano, the quarterback, and he's going to hand off the ball to his running back. Dean Miller, the running back, number 7 for the Explorers, the junior running back. It's going to be a 2nd down and long for the Explorers of Hudson. 10 minutes remaining in the half. A lot of excitement here at the JTO after that big touchdown reception from Krasanzik to Doherty. Trevisano seeing if he was going to be able to catch the Explorers sleeping there. It nearly did. Man, if the Cardinals would have got that ball back, this place would have really exploded, but it's rocking already. 2nd down and long, Cardinal defense. Rich Guadano, shotgun position. And they're going to take him down. Pressure by the Cardinals D. Taken down by the Cards. What a play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long. Looks like that was Trevor Morris on the tackle for the Cards. And it was 48, Trevor Morrison on the stop for the Cardinals, but the Cardinals read that play and they brought Mitch Guadani down. 9 minutes remaining in the half. Going to bring up a tough 3rd and 9 for the Hudson Explorers. Guadani facing 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side in his shotgun set. He's going to pass. And he's looking in the middle field. He's got a receiver. Receiver found the opening in the Cardinals defense, and he's going to bring it up to about the 43-yard line, remaining on the Explorers side of the field for a big 3rd down conversion after it looked like the Cardinals had the Explorers number on the first couple plays of this drive here. Suffered a big 3rd down reception against them with the Explorers. Mitch Guadani finding his receiver there, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. Got 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side for the Explorers. Shotgun set for Guadani. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking to pass. He's got a receiver downfield, but a lot of defenders there too, and he overthrew his receivers. 2 Cardinal defenders running back there with him. Mark Walton, number 7, one of the DBs back there for the Cards. Tight coverage. Guadani really just trying to open it up and seeing what happened there, but overshot his receiver, and it was well defended as well, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. 8 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in a half here. Again, the Cardinals up 14-0 over the currently undefeated Hudson Explorers with the Cardinals. Some thrilling plays here. Exciting game in the first half. Cards on top. Guadani, the quarterback for the Explorers, running it up the middle. About a 3 to 4 yard gain up the middle for the Explorers quarterback. A junior quarterback, passing and running threat for the Explorers that the Cardinals got to respect and be ready for. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Hudson Explorers. 8 minutes remaining here in the half. It's a big 3rd down play. Hudson Explorers just had a big 3rd down conversion. Let's see if the Cardinals can tighten it up here and stop the Explorers on this 3rd down. Guadani, it is batted away! The Cardinals with another big play on 3rd down. Going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Hudson Explorers. Cardinals defense recognizing it all the way and batting that pass down that Guadani tried. Big play for the Cardinals D. It's going to force just shy of midfield. Hudson is going to have to punt the ball here. 14-0. The Cardinals with the advantage in this big matchup of 2 Northeastern Ohio powerhouses. Hudson coming here to the JTO undefeated. Cardinals 7-1 on a 6-game winning streak where they've been putting up big numbers week after suffering that Week 2 loss to the Ignatius Wildcats. The punt, and it's short. And it's going to take a bit of an Explorers bounce, but it's going to go around the 20-yard line, out of bounds. Cardinals coming on the field for a 1st and 10. The Cardinals getting the ball back after a nice defensive front there, stopping the Hudson Explorers and forcing them into a punting situation. 7 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the half. Pitching a shutout again this week after a shutout versus Solon last week, 35-0. As they were away from home, they were visiting the usually pretty strong Solon Comet squad that they handled decisively last week with a 35-0 advantage. Cardinals defense really playing some strong games here as the season's been going on. Cardinals 1st and 10, 2 receivers on the near side, 1 receiver, 1 in motion, 2 on the top side. Krzancic's rolling out to the near side, looking downfield. He's going to run it himself. Got about a yard of positive rush in there, maybe 22-yard line. We'll call it 2 yards on a rush, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 as we come up on 7 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the first half here. 14-0. The Cards with the advantage over the Explorers. Krzancic in the shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Dancing in the pocket here. And he lost the ball. The Explorers may have grabbed it. The officials are signaling at the 25-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. Hudson recovers the fumble. Connor Krzancic had faked the handoff when he was going to run it himself, but ended up fumbling the ball and grabbed immediately by the Hudson Explorers defense. So it's going to be a turnover for the Cardinals here. It's going to put the Hudson Explorers in good field position on the 25-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. It's really going to test the Cardinals defense here as they're coming up on the red zone, being on the 25-yard line, Cardinal side of the field. Junior quarterback Mitch Guadani in the shotgun set. 3 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's looking to roll to his right. He's got a receiver on the top side. May not have even caught it. But regardless, would have lost yardage even if it was a completion. So it's going to be a 2nd down and long, 2nd and 10 on that incompletion for the Hudson Explorers. 7:16 remaining in the half, 14-0. The Mentor Cardinals with the advantage here. The JTO rocking this evening with a great crowd. Again, late arriving crowd, I think, because of the cooler temperatures this evening, but things are starting to warm up here as the Cardinals with the 14-0 advantage at this point, but getting a little bit hot under the collar here as the Hudson Explorers got the fumble recovery after Connor Krzancic ended up losing the ball. 2nd down here for the Hudson Explorers. Guadani looking downfield in the end zone. Got a receiver, but defended well by the Cardinals. Picked off by the Cardinals. Let's see what the officials say. The defense with a big play for the Cardinals once again. And again, the referee's throwing us a curveball here from what we initially thought. It looked like that was a pick by the Cardinals, but they're saying it was broken up, and that's an incompletion. Very well defended by the Cardinals there as Guadani again taking a chance with a risky pass, looking downfield in the end zone. And it was thrown short and looked like it actually should have been an interception by the Cardinals, but apparently that was a drop on the defended ball. But Cardinals 3rd and 10 on defense here. Guadani looking to his receiver on the top side. 10, the 5, touchdown for the Explorers. On a big 3rd down, catch and run by the Hudson Explorers. Putting some points on the board. 14-6, the Hudson Explorers strike after the turnover by the Cardinals, giving the Explorers good field position on the Cardinals side of the field as they started on the 25-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. After a well-defended 2nd down play by the Cardinals, a reception here, a 3rd down for the touchdown score. Explorers looking to add 1 more point on here to bring the score to 14-7. 14-6, the Cardinals with the advantage. The Cardinals get set to attempt the extra point. And it's up, and it looks like it's going to be good. So it's going to be the score of 14 points for the Mentor Cardinals. Now we have 7 for the Hudson Explorers. Again, following the big turnover on that last possession for the Cardinals as Connor Krzanczyk faked the handoff and ended up losing control of the ball, fumbling the ball. Gathered quickly by the Hudson Explorers. And then Hudson made quick work here after the Cardinals looked like they had a couple nice stops on defense. Ended up on a big third down play with the reception. Mitch Guadani, the pass for the touchdown pass for a quick score for the Hudson Explorers, 14-7. The advantage, though, still belongs to the Cardinals with 7 minutes remaining here in the first. 6:59 to be exact here as the Explorers with the kickoff to the Cardinals. 2 receivers awaiting the kickoff for the Cards following the Explorers touchdown. Eddie Doherty, one of the receivers, back for the Cardinals. And number 15, Brendan Parker, as well, the junior receiver for the Cardinals. Back there with Doherty awaiting the kickoff by the Explorers. Explorers about to kick off from their 40-yard line. 6:59 in the half. 14-7, the Cards have the advantage. And that's Parker with the catch. He's going to run it out up to about the 15-yard line. Taken down pretty quickly by the Explorers D, or the special teams by the Explorers. Seconds came off the board here. 6:54 now remaining in the half. First down for the Cardinals. Offense coming back on the field. Again, the last time the Cardinals had the ball. Costly turnover, Connor Krzanczyk, as he faked the handoff and ended up losing control of the ball and quickly recovered by the Hudson Explorers when it seemed like the Cardinals had all the momentum in the world, and now the momentum seems to have shifted a bit, but Cardinals hoping to get some of that momentum back here as they come out to start another offensive drive. 1st and 10. One receiver on the near side, 3 on the top side of the field, and the shotgun set. Connor Krzanczyk getting ready for the snap, surveying. He's going to pass the ball, but no, he's going to take it and run. He's got some room up the middle to the 35, to the 40-yard line. Connor Krzanczyk straight up the gut, but there's a flag on the field. Connor Krzanczyk on the quarterback keeper as he sprinted up the field up to the 45-yard line, but we're looking to see, and I see the Cardinals walking back, so it appears to be against them, possibly a hold. 6:46 in the first half, remaining time-wise, 14-7. The Cardinals up over the Hudson Explorers. Going to be a personal foul against the Cardinals on a penalty, backing them up after the big run by Connor Krzanczyk. Thought the play was maybe going to be a holding call, but ended up being a personal foul on the Cardinals. It's going to end up bringing a first down situation, but it's going to be a long yardage situation here for the Cardinals with 6:46 remaining in the half. It's going still at first down, but it's going to be a first down and long. Connor Krzanczyk, and he handed the ball off for really no gain for the Cardinals. 6.5 minutes remaining in the half. Cardinals 14, visiting Hudson Explorers 7 points. Hudson after just scoring that touchdown when it looked like Cardinals had all the momentum on their side, but Hudson with a bit of a shift in the momentum here. Connor Krzanczyk trying to lead the offense. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Rolling out, he's got a little bit of room in the center of the field, but the defense collapses on him. Krzanczyk gets to about the 17-yard line. Really not a whole lot of running room. It looked like he had an opportunity there, but that defense really suffocated in and took Krzanczyk down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long as we come up on 5:50 remaining in the half. It's going to be a big 3rd down play for the Cardinals. Now early in the game, on the first scoring drive for the Cardinals, they had some real big 3rd down conversions. Let's see if they can come up with another one. Krzanczyk looking, he's got a receiver on the top of the field. Eddie Doherty, but not a whole lot of running room. Taken down, and they're going to be well shy of the first down, and the Cardinals are going to have to kick the ball back to the Hudson Explorers as Hudson stopped the Cardinals on this particular drive. Senior kicker Mike Music coming out to do the punting duties. 5:15 remaining in the half. 4th and 7 for the Cardinals. Cardinals still have the 14-7 advantage over Hudson, but Cardinals going to have to kick it back to the Explorers as their receivers waiting back at about the 45-yard line. going to be good field position for the Hudson Explorers. Is just shy of midfield on the Hudson side of the field. The Explorers going to be coming out for a 1st and 10 here. So the Cardinal defense is going to have a bit of a challenge with just shy of just inside 5 minutes remaining in a half. And it looks like the Explorers are going to get a generous spot here on the ball position for 1st and 10. It's actually going to position the ball on about the 48-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field as the Explorers come out for a 1st down and 10. Guadano getting ready for the snap on 1st down in the shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top, faking the long pass downfield, but he's going to run it for just a couple yards, close to the 46, almost to the 45-yard line for the short gainer for the Explorers quarterback. Trevor Morrison on the stop for the Cardinals. Credit for the tackle. 4:30 remaining in the half. It's the clock ticking on down. 14-7. The Cards still with the advantage, hanging on to the advantages. The Explorers' good field position is bringing up 2nd down and 8 as they're beginning this drive here. Cardinals defense really going to have to tighten up. Guadano in a shotgun set, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run it himself up the middle, but taken down by the Cardinals for maybe about a yard at most. Recognized early by the Cardinals. It's going to be Mason McKendrick on the takedown for the Cardinals. Good recognition by the Cardinals defense as they saw that. Mason McKendrick with the tackle. Guadani faking a handoff and decided to run it himself, but found not much running room as he only got maybe a yard of positive gain for the Explorers. Going to be another big 3rd down situation for the Explorers. 3rd and 6. Guadani looking downfield, got a receiver on the near side for the reception, number 11, Reed Robinson. The big 3rd down catch for the Hudson Explorers, taken out of bounds with 3:29 remaining in the half. 1st and 10 coming up for the Hudson Explorers on a big connection from quarterback Mitch Guadani to his receiver Reed Robinson, the junior to junior connection here, the junior receiver for the Hudson Explorers. Costly 3rd down for the Cardinals as they gave up the pass. 1st and 10, Guadani in the shotgun. Went in motion and he hands the ball off. Number 23, Jared Ruffing. Didn't find much yards before he's taken down by the Cardinals just before going out of bounds. Nice job by the Cardinals on the stop. Jared Ruffin looked like he may have had some running room, but that was quickly recognized by the Cardinals D, bringing him down. 2:50 remaining in the half. Going to bring up a 2nd down and long situation for the Hudson Explorers. 14-7, the Cards with the advantage, clinging on to the advantage over the Hudson Explorers here. Guadani, shotgun set, the quarterback, looking at his 2 receivers on the top side, 2 on the near side. He may run it himself, recognized by the Cardinals as they flush him out of bounds for a couple-yard gain for Guadani, but I think recognized fairly early again by the Cardinals defense is he really didn't sell that all that great. It looked like it was recognized pretty early on as a rushing play, and the Cardinals pushed him in the direction of that out of bounds, and 2:22 is what we're facing remaining here in the half. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 situation for the Hudson Explorers as they huddle up and talk about what they're going to do here. Got a couple big 3rd down plays. Let's see if the Cardinals can stop them on a big 3rd down situation. Guadani, 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top. Looking at his receiver on the top, well defended. Batted away, the Cardinals. What a play by the DB. Kaya Powell on the play for the Cardinals. Well defended. But it looks like there's a flag on the field after Kaya Powell made a nice athletic move to bat that ball away. Guadani looking for his receiver, racing towards the end zone. Penalty is against Hudson. 2:15 remaining in the half. See what Coach Tribb's going to do. That was a holding penalty against Hudson on that big 3rd down play where the Cardinals tightened it up. Kaya Powell racing down the field with that Explorer receiver and tapping that ball away for the big incompletion on that 3rd down situation. penalty declined by the Cardinals here. 4th down for the Hudson Explorers. Hudson looking like they're going to be going for it. 4th and 8. Huge play here for both teams. The crowd getting loud here at the JTO, cheering on the Cardinals D. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Guadani looking to pass, and he's nearly sacked. Overshoots his receiver. Going to be a turnover on downs, as he was well under pressure by the Cardinals. Overthrew his receiver, well defended, nearly taken down by a Cardinal defense that had Guadani hot under the collar, under pressure, throwing the ball downfield and overshooting his receiver, bringing up a turnover on downs. Big defensive stand by the Cardinals. 2:11 remaining in the half. 14-7, the Cards with the advantage here. Things got a little bit interesting there as Hudson looked like they were driving, but the Cardinals defense tightening up on a couple big back-to-back plays. 3rd down, and then 4th down here, creating a turnover on downs. Cardinals coming out 1st and 10. Spread offense. Shotgun set, Krasanzik. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top. Momentum may be back with the Cardinals. Krasanzik's got some running room to the 35. Coming up towards the 40. He doesn't want to go down. He's pushing and pushing. To the crowd's excitement here, pushes forward for a 1st down. About the 41-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. All the momentum going to the Cardinal side here. Connor Krasanzik with the big run, showing his strength. He did not want to go down. He was fighting for all those extra yards he could get before getting that 1st down. Krasanzik, 1st down again, looking downfield. He's got Brandon Fritz, the 30, the 20, 10, he's gone! Touchdown, Cardinals! Brandon Fritz, the senior receiver with the big catch. All he does is catch touchdowns. Brandon Fritz, another big TD for the Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik finding his senior receiver, Brandon Fritz, for the score, 20-7. What a turn of events. I told you the Cardinals had a momentum. Clearly back in their favor as they scored a big touchdown. Krasanzik to Fritz. Boom, boom, boom. Points on the board, 20-7. Cardinals with the advantage. Minute 47 now remaining in the half. Mike Music for the extra point attempt. And here it is, up and it's good. 21-7, the Cardinals with the big advantage. After the big hookup, Connor Krasanzik finding his senior classmate, Brandon Fritz, number 1, running it in for 6 points. Another touchdown on the board is the Cardinals. After it looked like Hudson was about to get back into the game, defense had a couple nice plays for the turnover on downs and then a couple quick plays for the quick strike offense for the Menor Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik with the big run and then the big pass, finding his classmate Brandon Fritz wide open, and he had a fantastic catch and run after the reception for the score. The Cardinals 21-7 over the visiting Hudson Explorers. Mike Music set to kick the ball back to Hudson. What a turn of events here. Hudson looked like they were about to creep back into the game, but the Cardinals said no with some defensive stops as they got the ball back, and the quick strike offense did just that, and they struck quick. Connor Krasanzik to Brandon Fritz, and the crowd getting back into it on this cold Friday night here at the JTO, getting warm with excitement with all the turn of events and excitement going on with this game here. It's a thriller. Big matchup here at the JTO. The unbeaten Hudson Explorers here visiting the Cardinals. Home cooking again in place for the Cards. 21-7. They have the advantage. A minute 47 remaining in the half as the Cardinals D getting back on the field. Seemed like they were just back. They were just out here as the offense didn't remain on the field that long, but they had the quick touchdown score. That brought some life back here to this JTO. Turnover on downs on the last defensive stand by the Cardinals, and then quick 2 offensive plays that resulted in a big score. Krasanzik to Brandon Fritz. 1st and 10, Explorers. Guadani fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Broken up by the Cardinals, nearly picked off, and let's see if it is. It was up for grabs, and the Cardinals again with the big defensive play. A minute 38, the Cardinals, all the momentum momentum in the world. Big play on first down, the turnover for the INT. The Cardinals going to get the ball back here on the Explorers side of the field around the 27-yard line. Justin McMahon with the big play on the INT for the Cardinals. Getting the ball back to the Cardinal offense, who just put points on the board. 21-7 is the advantage, and they're looking to score again. Krasanzik coming back on the field, stretching out his legs, surveying the field in his shotgun set, waiting for the snap. There it is, and he's going to hand the ball out. That's Alex Matthews running to the top of the field, gaining about 4 yards on the rush. Cardinals, 1:25 remaining in the half. Going to bring up a second down and 6, 21-7, the advantage. JTO's rocking here after the big INT turnover for the Cardinals. Krasanzik waiting for the snap. Shotgun set, looking down the field, and he's going to run it up the middle. The 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He won't go down. About the 7-yard line inside the red zone. He would not go down. That's the second time tonight we've seen that where Krasanzik refused to be taken down by the Explorers. Stayed on his feet for some more yardage, fighting his way to just shy of the 5-yard line on the Explorers side of the field for a first down and goal to go for the Cardinals. Krasanzik rolling out. He's got a receiver back in the end zone. Oh, and he overshoots him. 53 seconds remaining in the half. 21-7. The Cardinals with the lead, looking to score again here in the red zone. Second down and goal to goal for the Cardinals. Krasanzik looking to the sideline for the call on the second down. Place is rocking here, the JTO. All the momentum to the Cardinals here in the last few minutes of the second quarter. Krasanzik gets the snap. He fakes a handoff straight up the gut. 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Connor Krasanzik, the senior QB, with the score. 48 seconds remaining in the half. 27-7. The Cardinals take the 20-point advantage over the unbeaten Hudson Explorers. Krasanzik running it up the gut. The senior quarterback with the TD. Big score for the Cardinals. Getting even more breathing room here. 27-7. As Mike Music looks to attempt another extra point here to bring the score to 28-7. All the momentum in the world for the Cards is Music up. Good for another extra point. One more point on the board. Cardinals 28. The visiting Hudson Explorers 7 points. What a turn of events over the past few minutes again of the second quarter. Cardinals a few minutes ago seemed like they were worried about the Explorers on their side of the field threatening to tie the score, but a big turnover on downs. Quick score by the Cardinals, and when Hudson got the ball back, a quick INT, and another quick touchdown for the Cardinals. So 28-7 is what the score stands at with 48 seconds remaining in the half. Cardinals with the mo here as they go to kick the ball. Mike Music from his own 40-yard line. Crowd rocking here at the JTO. Feeling some breathing room here for the Cardinals. Warming this place up here on a chilly Friday night in the fall. October the 25th here. Cardinals 7-1 on the season. Looking to hand the Explorers of Hudson their first defeat on the season. Mike Music, the kick is up. Short kick again to about the 20-yard line. Pop out the Explorers. Robinson to about the 25 to the 26-yard line on the Explorers side of the field. 43 seconds remaining in the half. 28-7. The Cardinals with the decisive advantage here. When a few minutes ago the crowd was on the edge of their seat with a very close game, but the Cardinals breaking it wide open. Let's see what the defense can do here. 2 consecutive defensive big plays with a turnover on downs on 2 previous defensive plays, and this last most recent defensive stand, the INT, resulted in fantastic field position for the Cardinals, and they punched it in and made the most of that turnover on that INT for the Explorers. Connor Krasanzik for the quarterback scamper for the TD. 1st and 10 for the Explorers. Mitch Guadani looking downfield. He's going to keep it, run up the middle, but he's stuffed. Stuffed by Nico Lautman, pumping his fist, taking down the QB. Losing yardage. What a play. Nico Lautman taking the QB down. Good recognition. He's seen that quarterback ready to run the ball all the way. Guadani stuffed by the Cards D. 35 seconds remaining in the half. Cardinals doing it all now on defense and offense, showing their stuff, taking it to the Explorers. Going to be a 2nd down and long situation, 2nd and 12 for the Hudson Explorers. Mitch Guadani tried to run the ball there, but not until number 54, Nico Lautman, pushed him back. The junior defensive lineman, 6'4", 260, saying, I don't think so, as he pushed him back, taking him down. They lost yardage on that play. 2nd and 12. 2nd and long yardage for the Hudson Explorers. Big lead here for the Cardinals. 28-7. I just can't believe a few minutes ago it was 14-7. We were worried about Hudson tying the game, but what a turn of events in the 2nd quarter here. Guadani rolling to the top, looking downfield. He's going to run it himself, but recognized again. Take it down by the Cardinals. J.D. Matsko, the junior linebacker for the Cardinals, taking Guadani down again. I think they lost yardage again. They lost 2 more yards. The Cardinals defense coming up big. 2 plays in a row. 23 seconds remaining in the half. 3rd down and 14 for the Hudson Explorers. Cardinals defense showing up here, the JTO, showing what they could do against this tough Hudson Explorer team. Unbeaten at this point, but Cardinals showing why they're still one of the most respected and toughest teams here in the Cleveland area, Northeastern Ohio. Looking for supremacy in the conference here, the Northeastern Ohio Conference. Both teams came in undefeated in the conference. Hudson undefeated on the season. Cardinals 7-1, but their only loss on the season to a very tough St. Ignatius team. St. Ignatius team that actually beat the number 1 team in the area, St. Ed's, last week. So Cardinals haven't lost any slouches, and they've been really bringing it on since that loss of week number 2. Cardinals on defense here. Guadani, a little quick screen. Caught, but he's stuffed and recognized right away. J.D. Matsko looks to be the Cardinal defender, got in there first for the takedown. 4th down and long, 13 seconds remaining in the half. The Cardinals defense showing up again. Guadani didn't really have a lot to do on that play, so he dumped it off to his receiver, but taken down very quickly by the Cardinals. 4th down and long, 4th and 12, we'll call it for the Hudson Explorers here as we see a timeout being taken by the Mentor Cardinals. A couple seconds remaining in a half. A lot could happen in these last few seconds, so. And the Cardinals coming back on the field here following that timeout. 4th and 12 for the Hudson Explorers. 28-7, the Cardinals with the big advantage now. It was a tight game in the 2nd quarter. Midway through the 2nd quarter, though, the Cardinals really turned their momentum 180 degrees when it looked like Hudson had stolen the advantage in the game as they came close to driving and looking at tying the game, but Cardinals turned them back, and after a couple big stops and some big turnovers, Cardinals taking a commanding lead, 28-7 as they're getting the ball back. Eddie Doherty, fair catch, 43-yard line on the Cards side of the field. 7 seconds remaining here in the half. 28-7, the Cards, the advantage over the unbeaten Hudson Explorers. Coach Trevisano maybe looking for a quick score here with a couple seconds remaining in the first half. The crowd is loud here at the JTO following this turn of events in the 2nd quarter with the Mentor Cardinals showing their stuff and taking the big advantage over the Hudson Explorers. Connor Krasanzik coming out here on the field. Shotgun set, 2 receivers on the near side. He's got 3 receivers on the top side here as he surveys before the snap. Taking a look, he's passing. He's going to be looking downfield. Good protection. He's going to throw in the middle of the field. He's got a receiver there. Corey Plavkin on the reception. 1 second remaining. Timeout just snuck in there by the Cards. Corey Plavkin on the reception in the center of the field. I thought they were going to run out of time, but Cardinals clinging to 1 second remaining in the half. 28-70 advantage. Hoping to get another score before the first half ends here. I don't know how we did it, but Coach Triv got that timeout in right before time expired, before halftime. Cardinals talking about it on the sideline. We'll see what Coach Triv wants to do. This would be a long field goal attempt for Mike Music. The senior kicker really would test his leg strength on this one here, but we'll see what Coach Triv wants to do. Looks like Connor Krasanzik's coming back out. They're going to be going for it here. 1st and 10, 1 second remaining in the half. Cards up 28-7 over the unbeaten Hudson Explorers. The Cardinals got all the momentum in the world. Here they go. Connor Krasanzik looking downfield. Good protection, but he's got a little bit of pressure looking downfield. Got a receiver. Oh, and the receiver almost caught it after it was tipped by the defender from Hudson. Eddie Doherty almost snuck in the back of the end zone to catch it, but goes as an incompletion, but an exciting incompletion at that. And the crowd on their feet here. Halftime, 28-7. The Cards over to visiting undefeated Hudson Explorers, but the Cardinals, the comfortable lead at halftime. And here we go, getting ready to start the second half here. Cardinals versus the Explorers. Cardinals with the 28-7 advantage over the visiting Explorers. Pete Stark for Cardinal TV here. Second half. First half statistics. Cardinals 13 first downs versus the Hudson Explorers only with 6 first downs. The rushing yard differential, the Cardinals with 84 yards on the ground. 54 yards on the ground for the Hudson Explorers. Passing yards, 187 yards in the air for the Cardinals versus 73 for the Hudson Explorers. Total yardage differential, 271 for the Cards, 127 for the Explorers of Hudson. But the big differential that matters here, the Cardinals with the big 28-7 advantage as we get set to start the second half. First half scoring summary. The first quarter, the Cardinals with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter had a Alex Matthews run for 1 yard for the leadoff score of the game, where the Cardinals took the 7-0 advantage following the Mike Music extra point. Then with 10:22 remaining in the second quarter, Connor Krasanzik found Eddie Doherty for a 26-yard touchdown pass to run the score to 14-0. Onside kick to start the second half by the Hudson Explorers. Wait the signal to see who's got the ball. Flag on the field as well. The ball's got to go at least 10 yards for Hudson to try to get possession following the kick. It may not have gone the distance. And Cardinals are going to get good field position out of the bit of a chance that the Explorers took there, trying to catch the Cardinals by surprise this time. The Cardinals tried that one time in the first half, and it didn't work against the Explorers, and it looks like it did not work against the Cardinals here. And the Cardinals are going to end up with extremely good field position to begin the second half. 28 Cardinals, 7 for the Hudson Explorers. Again, going back to the scoring summary in the first half, with 6:59 remaining in the second quarter, Mitch Guadano, the quarterback, passed to Colton Whited for a 25-yard score, bringing the advantage for the Cardinals to 14-7. Cardinals then went on a big momentum swing and ended up with 147 in the second quarter remaining. Connor Krasanzik passed to Brandon Fritz for a 59-yard score, followed by a Mike Music extra point. And then with 48 seconds remaining in the quarter, Connor Krasanzik ran for 7 yards for the score to bring the advantage to 28-7 over the Hudson Explorers. As the Cardinals come out On the Explorers side of the field, just inside, just on the other side of midfield, 1st and 10 for the Cards. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Kruzanzik awaiting the ball in the shotgun position, looking to the sideline. 20 seconds remaining on the play clock here. 11:53 in the 3rd quarter. Kruzanzik, now he's set. He's going to fake the handoff, going to go up the center for about a yard at most. Not much of a gain for Kruzanzik on the quarterback keeper as he went up to the center of the field there. Faked the handoff and ran it for a minimal gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and long for the Cards here. Kruzanzik with the big first half. 2nd down, he's going to keep the ball. He's got a little bit more running room this time. 45 to the 40, breaking tackles to the 39 before being taken down. 1st down for the Cardinals. Kruzanzik again fighting for yards. It looked like he was going to go down, but kept pushing and running, spinning those wheels till he got a 1st down for the Cardinals. 11:13 in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals would love to build on this 28-7 advantage that they currently enjoy over the Explorers of Hudson. Coming into this game here undefeated on the season. The Cardinals looking to give them their first loss. Eddie Doherty, actually Alex Matthews, number 44, running straight ahead for a nice gain, close to a 1st down, but flags on the field. We'll see what the referees threw those on the field for here. Holding's going to be the call against the Cardinals, so Cardinals going to be walking back towards midfield after that nice run by Alex Matthews, the sophomore running back for the Cardinals. Again, interesting game going into the matchup this evening. We know 2 of the top teams in the area, 2 of the top teams in the Northeast Ohio Conference, the Valley Division. Both teams undefeated in the conference. Hudson without their coach in the first half. Connor Kruzanzik looking downfield, got a receiver in the middle of the field. Eddie Doherty breaks a tackle to the 35-yard line, making something out of nothing there after he was hit initially after the reception, but broke that tackle going forward to 30, inside the 35 to about the 34 on the Explorers side of the field. Nice play. Nice play by Doherty on the catch and the run after the catch, breaking a tackle. 10:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kruzanzik loses control of the ball, but he falls on it. Oh, ball is loose and Hudson got it. They pounce on the ball. Another mishandle of the ball by Kruzanzik there. Another fumble. It's the 2nd one on the night. Hudson's going to get the ball at the 41-yard line on their own side of the field. Again, as I was saying, as we mentioned in the first half, Hudson coach Ron Wright, well publicized this week in the Cleveland media about his commitment he had to his son Kyle, who's a senior kicker for Stowe. Ended up honoring his commitment that he said in the summer, regardless of what happened, wanted to be there with his son. So he was there at 7 o'clock tonight at Stowe's football game, and accompanying his son at senior night. Ended up going to the Kent State Airport to fly to Willoughby, Lost Nation Airport, before being driven here to the JTO, Jerome T. Osborne Stadium, to face the Mentor Cardinals. Hudson, 1st and 10, hands the ball off. Ruffing running straight ahead for about a 7-yard gain on the play for the Explorers. Keith McCormick on the takedown, the tackle for the Cardinals on that play. Actually looks like more about 8 or 9 yards after where they spot the ball. It's going to be 2nd down and short for the Explorers. 9:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Guadani, the quarterback, getting set in the shotgun position. 2 receivers on the top, 1 on the near side. He's going to hand it off to his running back, Jared Ruffing, with some wide open yards as he goes up the field inside the 40-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Jared Ruffing with a nice run. 1st and 10 for the Hudson Explorers as they're on the move a bit here in the 2nd half. 9:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals with the big advantage, 28-7. The visiting Hudson Explorers, though, have the ball, 1st and 10. Junior quarterback Mitch Guadani. He's going to hand the ball off again. The Cardinals stuff them though for short yardage, and a flag is on the play. Taken down just inside the 40-yard line. And we'll see what the call is with the flag here. It's going to be a holding call on the offense, so it's going to push Hudson back. 9:30 remaining in the third quarter. Cardinals defense, after a couple bumps in the road early, ended up tightening it up and having some big stops and big turnover as well. Referees still deciding what the decision is after the flag was thrown on the field. At first it looked like they were calling the holding penalty on the Hudson Explorers, but now they're conferring again. Referees trying to decide what they're going to call on the play here. And it looks like they're backing up Menor. So now they're going to flip the decision on the flag. Trevisano, the coach, Triv, for the Cardinals on the field, wondering what's going on here. At first they were walking the Explorers back with a holding call, but now they flipped the script and they're pushing the Cardinals back to about the 25-yard line on the side of the Cardinals. Mitch Guadano in the shotgun set here. Looking downfield, got a receiver, overshoots him. We had a couple Cardinal defenders right in the area, but he had his receiver open for a minute there, but missed hitting him as he overshot his receiver in the end zone. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Hudson Explorers. 9:16 remaining in the third quarter. 28-7 the advantage. Cards over the Explorers. Costly penalty on the Cardinals as they got pushed back as Explorers are coming ever so close to the red zone on the Cardinal side of the field. Mitch Guadani, the quarterback, in a shotgun set. He's got 3 receivers on the top. He's looking to the top. Going to shoot it out to the side. Taken down by the Cardinals. About a 4 or 5 yard gain for the Explorers, but good recognition by the Cardinals on that swing pass out to the Explorers receiver. Keep McCormick again with the tackle there. Bringing the Hudson receiver down. 8:51 remaining in the third. It's a 3rd down and 4 for the Explorers. Mitch Guadani in his shotgun set. 1 running back behind him. A receiver to the top. 3 on the near side. He's looking to pass. He's got a receiver in the center of the field. Close to being a 1st down there. They're going to end up having to measure it, bringing out the chains here to see if he got it. It's going to be very close to a 1st down, though. And it looks like they're signaling it's a 1st down for the Explorers. 8:27 remaining in the third quarter. The Explorers driving here in the second half. Mitch Guadani in the shotgun set. 1 receiver this time on the top, 1 on the near side, 1 running back behind him, and he's going to pitch it to his running back. A little bit of room before being taken out of bounds. Justin McMahon with the takedown for the Cardinals, the senior linebacker with the bring down. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Hudson Explorers. 8 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Explorers going to huddle it up and talk about what they want to do on this play as the Cardinals made some big plays on defense in the first half. Let's see what they could do about tightening things up here as Explorers are in the red zone on the Cardinal side of the field in the second half. Guadani looking in the middle. Nearly picked off. His receiver fell down, and the outstretched arm of the Cardinals defender couldn't grab the ball, but incomplete pass, and their receiver's down right now after he slipped and fell, and incompletion there. 8:04 remaining in the third quarter. Training staff coming out here to take a look at the Explorers receiver who ended up skidding down and falling to the field. Again, 28-7 is the score. The Menor Cardinals over the Hudson Explorers here on this chilly Friday fall night here at Jerome T. Osborne Stadium. But the place was warming up and rocking in the first half as the second quarter found Menor with 3 touchdown scores. Again in the first half, Alex Matthews had a touchdown in the first quarter with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter, but second quarter is when a lot of the fun started. Menor ended up with a touchdown. Connor Krasanzik passing it to Eddie Doherty for a 26-yard score. Hudson ended up putting some points on the board with their first score, bringing the score to 14-7. Hudson was threatening to put some points on the board and maybe tie it, but then there was a big turn of events as the Cardinals ended up with a couple quick scores. Connor Krasanzik ended up with a touchdown pass for 59 yards to his senior counterpart, Brandon Fritz. And then Connor Krasanzik ended up bringing the score with a 7-yard run to run the score to 28-7, really giving the Cardinals a lot of breathing room when it was pretty tight. Most of the 2/3 of the first half, we'll say. Hudson Explorers, Guadani looking in the end zone. I think he overshot him. Mark Walton defended nicely there, but I think he stepped out of bounds as he caught it. If he would have stayed in bounds, it would have been an INT, but pulled him out of bounds. Well defended by the Cardinals DB there. 7:58 remaining in the third quarter, bringing up a 4th and 7 for the Hudson Explorers here. So Coach Ron Wright going to decide what he wants to do here. If they want to put the 3 points, go for the 3 with the field goal. Being down 28-7 though, he may think long and hard about going for it here to try to get a touchdown to get themselves a little bit closer to getting back in the game at this point. But Cardinals again have been showing up when they needed to on defense with a couple nice defensive plays, defending some passes here. Cardinals get some pressure. Cardinals again, big defensive plays. They got pressure as the Explorers faked the field goal. They didn't surprise the Cardinals at all. As the Cardinals defended that well, and we're going to have a turnover on downs. Ball's going back to the Cardinals here to bring on a 1st and 10. The Explorers again, second time this half, trying to catch the Cardinals off guard. Started the game by trying an onside kick and seeing if they could get the ball, and came close on that. But this one here, there was no doubt about it. The Cardinals read that right away and stopped that play and got the ball and a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Cardinals here. Krasanzik, shotgun set. Familiar spot for him. 3 receivers on the near side. Running the ball up the gut here. Alex Matthews. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a 1st down. 1st and 10, let's do it again. Cardinals moving the ball after getting the ball back. 7:45 remaining here in the third quarter. 28-7. Cardinals on top of the, till today, unbeaten Hudson Explorers. Looking downfield, he's got a receiver. A lot of defenders there running with the Cardinals receiver, Eddie Doherty. Well covered. Krasanzik really trying to squeeze that ball in there and did not have success as the ball went incomplete. He's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cards. Cardinals, 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Looking downfield. Dangerous pass again. Did not have a receiver. Another incompletion. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long. Now in the first quarter, the Cardinals had a number of big 3rd down conversions that really set them up for the success that they ended up having. They were 3 out of 5 on 3rd down conversions in the first half, but all 3 of those 3rd down conversions were biggies. It really kept the momentum going on the respective drives that they occurred on. Connor Krasanzik's going to keep the ball. Got a little bit of running room. He got the 1st down and maybe more before running out of bounds just about the 40-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Krasanzik again finding some daylight, getting the 1st down for the Cardinals with that burst and broke through. Looked like the Explorers maybe had a read on it, but he really shot through there, getting the positive yards for the 1st down. Krasanzik on a huge 3rd down conversion for the Cardinals. Brandon Fritz with the reception this time, going out around the 41, 42-yard line, we'll call it. The senior-to-senior connection. Krasanzik to his buddy Brandon Fritz, number 1 on the reception. 7:17 remaining, 28-7. Cardinals on top of the visiting Hudson Explorers here. Krasanzik gonna hand the ball off. Alex Matthews, 44, takes it to about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and short for the Cardinals as we come up on 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. See what the Cardinals do this time. Cardinals been prone to let Connor Krasanzik freelance a little bit and run the ball and defensive movement, and they're going to give the Cardinals a gift here, it looks like. Let's see what it is, but it looks like the Cardinals may be getting the first down for the Cardinals. Thank you, Hudson. On the defensive mishap by the Explorers there, they gave the Cardinals a gift first down. But the Cardinals will take that gift and accept it as they get ready for a 1st and 10. Let's do it again. 6:48 for the Cardinals. 28-7, enjoying the big advantage over the unbeaten visiting Hudson Explorers. Brandon Fritz, number 1 with the reception at about the 40-yard line on the Hudson side of the field. Very close to another first down for the Cardinals. Nice reception for Brandon. The senior-to-senior connection. Connor Krasanzik finding his favorite receiver, Brandon Fritz. We all know those two had a big connection in the first half where Brandon Fritz had a 59-yard touchdown. Krasanzik on the move, 25-yard line into about the 23, running it up the gut. The senior quarterback on the scamper and the quarterback keeper. First down again for the Cardinals. 6:13 in the third quarter. Krasanzik coming up big again. Krasanzik, he's the straw that stirs the drink for this Cardinals offense here. He's doing it all, running, passing. He's in a groove here, and the momentum is back in the Cardinals' favor here in the second half. Eddie Doherty with the reception. About a 6-yard gain for him. It's about the 15-yard line. And actually, that was Jake Bardinelli. Had a couple of big grabs in the first half, and nice big grab here. Bringing up a 2nd down and short is on 1st down. Krasanzik found Bardinelli for a nice gain. Krasanzik's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and more. The 10-5. Are they going to signal a touchdown? Flag on the play. It looks like it's not a touchdown at this point, but Krasanzik shot up through there and came very close to scoring another TD for the Cardinals. Flag on the field, but it looks like it may be walking the Cardinals back, so it's going to nullify the nice run by Krasanzik. It's going to be a holding call against the Cardinals offense. Krasanzik on a nice run, but being brought back, so it's going to be bringing up 2nd down and long for the Cardinals with 5:26 remaining in the third quarter. Again, the Cardinals with a nice sizable advantage at this point, 28-7 over the Hudson Explorers. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7 is what the call is here. Krasanzik looking downfield, got a receiver. Oh, Eddie Doherty was wide open. Incomplete pass here, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Cards. 3rd and 7 coming up here. He had his man open, but just couldn't connect with Eddie Doherty on the pass that he put to the middle of the field there. 5:23 remaining in the third. The JTO faithful here. Cardinals fans feeling good at this point with the big advantage, 28-7. Connor Krasanzik got the ball, surveying the field. Now he's got some pressure, throwing it to the sideline. Incomplete pass. Krasanzik under a lot of pressure there and try to make something out of nothing. Came very close to hooking up there for a 1st down, but it ended up being an incomplete pass. Mike Music, the senior kicker, coming on to attempt a field goal. 5:15 remaining in the third quarter.
Long snapper is Justin McMahon, and the holder is number 14.
Going to be about a 38-yard field goal attempt for Mike Music. Music's had a good season so far, and let's see if he can connect. Kick is up, and it's going to be a good field goal. Mike Music, perfect on the season. 4 attempts, 4 field goals for Mike Music, running the score up to 31. Cardinals 7 for the Hudson Explorers. Giving the Cardinals yet a little bit more breathing room with that field goal. Cardinals didn't get a touchdown on that drive, but points are points, and we'll take them. 31-7. The Cardinals over the Explorers. Once again, the Hudson Explorers came into the game this evening undefeated. 8 games, all 8 wins for the Hudson Explorers, but until they face the Menor Cardinals, which it looks like is going to drop them to their first loss of the season. It's going to leave them with identical records of 8-1, but it's going to drop the Hudson Explorers to 1 loss in the conference, while the Cardinals will remain perfect in the conference, and they're going to set themselves up perfectly for a home field game in the playoffs. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs, but with this win tonight, men are setting themselves up for a home playoff game. Mike Music with a kick, close to the end zone, but Explorers catch it, and they're going to run it out to the 25-yard line before being taken down by the Cardinals. Cardinals have one more game on the season, on the regular season that is. Next week, they're going to be playing at Packatan Stadium in Strongsville, Friday, November 1st versus the Strongsville Mustangs. And then after that, they're looking to have a home game for the playoffs. If everything holds up as it appears it should this evening with the big lead, 31-7, Cards over the Explorers. But I'd have to think either Friday, November the 8th, or Saturday the 9th, they'd be hosting a home game here at the JTO in the playoffs. Guadani, the quarterback for the Explorers, looking downfield and been trying that all game long, and finally connects, bringing the ball to about the 35-yard line on the Menor side of the field. Guadani's been taking shot after shot, and this is the first time that really able to make a good connection with his receiver there for a first down for the Explorers. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter here at the JTO. Cardinals defense, let's see if they could tighten things up and recover after giving up the big play to the Explorers. Guadani, the QB, in a shotgun set. 3 receivers on the near side, but he's going to keep it himself, and read all the way by the Cardinals, dropping Guadani for a loss. Fantastic play on D for the Cardinals, taken down by a host of Cardinals defenders. Number 54 was in there, Nico Lautman, the junior defensive lineman, amongst a few other Cardinals, as they made a nice play there on 1st and 10. 2nd down and long for the Hudson Explorers. 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Guadani, shotgun set. Looks like he's going to run it, but he pitches it. Looking downfield, a flea flicker. Almost intercepted by the Cardinals, and a flag on the play. Mark Walton, the DB for the Cardinals there, looked like he could have had the INT, but have to think this may be a pass interference call by the refs. And that's what it looks like it is. On the halfback pass for the Hudson Explorers. I think I said flea flicker. That was a halfback pass as Guadani handed the ball off, and the halfback looking downfield. And it was not really a great throw. Actually, could have been intercepted by the Cardinals, but ends up being a penalty and a pass interference. Going to bring the Explorers to a 1st and 10 with 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. The Cardinals with the sizable advantage, 31-7 over the visiting Hudson Explorers. Mitch Guadani, the junior QB for the Explorers. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top, 1 running back behind him. He's going to hand it off to his running back, who goes right up the gut for a touchdown. The Explorers No faking that handoff there. He gave it to his running back, Dean Miller, the junior running back for the Explorers. Right up the middle of the Cardinals defense, scampered in for the score. Running the advantage. Cardinals 31-13 now for the Hudson Explorers as they come on to attempt an extra point. Dean Miller with the quick touchdown run up the center of the Cardinals defense. Cardinals got used to seeing that fake handoff and Mitch Guadani just keeping it, but he didn't keep it that time. He handed it off to his running back who ran straight up the gut. Extra point attempt for the Hudson Explorers. Kick is up. Cardinals with some penetration there, but the extra point is up. It's going to change the score now. 31 for the Mentor Cardinals, still with the big advantage over the Hudson Explorers, who now have 14 points following their touchdown. 3 minutes, 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Still big lead here for the Cardinals. As the band starts getting loud here, it's starting to get the crowd fired up again as the Cardinals look to get the ball back following the kickoff by the Explorers that's coming up here. 31-14, Mentor with the advantage.
Watch the outside. Guys up front, be ready. Watch the kick! Watch the outside!
Okay, here we go. Things fogging up here in the press box a little bit. Had some difficulty opening up the window so we could see again, but here comes Hudson ready to kick the ball off following their touchdown run by Dean Miller. Looking at an onside kick. The way the formation is here, obviously, for the Explorers, and the ball tapped, and it's going to be interesting here. Hudson may have gotten the ball. And the Hudson, that time not trying to catch us by surprise. They ended up setting up in the onside kick formation, and the ball bobbled up in the air, and Hudson was able to recover it, getting the ball back with 3:44 remaining in the third quarter. 31-14 advantage. If Hudson ends up putting another touchdown on the board, could make things a little bit more interesting here at the JTO. It's going to be a big defensive front here for the Cardinals. A little bit of momentum coming for the Hudson Explorers. Mitch Guadani leading the Explorers back out onto the field. Deja vu, they were just out there. Here they go again, following that onside kick recovery. Guadani looking downfield. Quite a bit of time. Now he's being pressured. He's going to run for it. He got the first down. It's about the 23-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. First down for sure for the junior quarterback on a quarterback keeper. He's dangerous with his double threat, passing and running. 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. 31-14. The Cardinals with the advantage over the visiting Hudson Explorers. Two receivers on the near side, one on the top side. Guadani with his running back behind him. Dean Miller with the run for a couple yards straight ahead before being taken down by the Cardinals. Von Maddox, the senior defensive end, with the stop, the tackle for the Cards. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Second down and 6 for the Hudson Explorers here as they're in the red zone on the Cardinal side of the field. Threatening again. Again, the Cardinals D with a number of big defensive plays, and they may need to come up with another one here to stop the momentum for the Hudson Explorers. Some pressure, looking downfield, well defended by the Cardinals. Guadani throwing it to the end zone. Two Cardinal defenders. Well played. J.D. Mansko was one of the defensive players back there. 2:33 remaining in the third quarter. Cardinals trying to protect this 31-14 advantage that they enjoy over the Hudson Explorers. Mitch Guadani in the shotgun set. One receiver on the top side, but he's got 3 receivers on the near side. 3rd and 6 for Hudson. Looking in the middle of the field. Caught for a first down for Hudson. Going to be a first down and goal to goal coming up here for the Hudson Explorers. Colton Whited, the junior receiver for the Hudson Explorers, on a reception there. Cardinals gave up a number of 3rd down conversions for the Hudson Explorers, and there was another one as Guadani stood in the pocket. A little bit of pressure at the very end there, and he found his man. It's going to be first down and goal to goal. Going to need a defensive stand by the Cardinals. Guadani looking to run it, but the Cardinals seem to be matching him here to bring him down. Guadani fighting, doesn't want to go down, but taken down just inside the 5-yard line. 1:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Von Maddox, one of the defensive players for the Cardinals, in on the stop. J.D. Madsko in there as well. 2nd down and goal to goal for the Hudson Explorers, as the Cardinals need to tighten up here. And here it is, Mitch Guadano looks to run it, but he's stuffed and pushed back by the Cardinals. Guadani taken down. Morrison and Madsko combining on the tackle there for the Cards. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter here. 3rd down and goal to goal for the Hudson Explorers. Hudson on the downside of a 31-14 advantage to this point for the Mentor Cardinals. The big lead, but that big lead may be cut down a little bit if the Explorers put some points on the board right here. The Explorers going to talk about it a little bit with the timeout, decide what they want to do. Coach Ron Wright, again back from accompanying his son Kyle in Stowe this evening for his senior night. And he promised his son he would be there for, but ended up jumping through some hoops after being there for his son to get here to Cardinals Stadium. Ended up flying out of the Kent State Airport to Lost Nation here in Willoughby, Ohio, before driving over here to Civic Center Drive in Mentor to Jerome T. Osborne Stadium to accompany his team for the 2nd half, but found his team down at halftime 28-7. Again, a very exciting first half, a lot of action. Very tight game up to about midway through the 2nd quarter before the Cardinals came roaring out with a couple quick scores and a couple turnovers and defensive stands, and the JTO was rocking in the first half as we went into halftime with a 28-7 advantage. 3rd quarter here we find the score 31-14. Cardinals up. 55 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter as the Explorers are coming out for a 3rd down and goal to goal here.
Get up, let's go!
Mitch Guadani in the shotgun set. Got no receivers on this play. Tighten it up. You have to anticipate a run, I'd have to think here. And flags on the play. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game. Really shooting themselves in the foot there for the Hudson Explorers. They had a 3rd down and goal to goal, pushing themselves back, so making that for a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down to a 3rd and 9, 3rd and long for the Explorers. So again, really poor decision there by the Explorers. They should have had a little bit more urgency to get that play off, but for the Cardinals faithful, we'll take that. Every little bit helps. Cardinals D, let's see if they can tighten up again. Again, they had some big plays here throughout the game. The Cardinals tightening things up. They've had a good season, 3 shutouts on the season, no shutout this evening, but we'll take a stop here. 3rd down, and he's going to, nice play by the Cardinals DB. And that was McCormick there for the Cardinals, breaking it up. Guadani looking to the back of the end zone, had a receiver running to the back end there, but well defended by the Cards. bringing up a 4th down and 9 for the Explorers with 49 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And the Explorers coming out for a field goal attempt. Remember, they faked the field goal on the last time. See if they go forward with it this time or not. And they are going to kick it this time, and blocked by the Cardinals. And they end up catching the block. But that play is going to be dead, but a block by the Cardinals again, stopping the Explorers on their field goal attempt. Last time they stopped the Explorers when they tried faking the field goal. This time they got in there with the penetration and blocked the field goal. Seen that a couple times already on the season for the Cardinals D, coming up when it counts with another big play. Special teams again with a nice play blocking the field goal attempt by the Hudson Explorers. 42 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. After shooting themselves in the foot with an untimely penalty, the Explorers have a field goal blocked. 42 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, 31-14. Menor with the advantage over the Hudson Explorers. Connor Krasanzik back on the field to lead the Menor offense. He has 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side in the spread formation. Connor Krasanzik surveying the field, getting ready for the snap. He's going to fake it, and he's going to run. Not a whole lot of room, but again, making something out of nothing as he shot on through for 8 to 9 yards there. That may be the ending. About 30 seconds, half a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. Call it a 2nd down and 2. Nice run by Connor Krasanzik on 1st down. Running up the gut on the Hudson Explorer D. Krasanzik looking to the sideline for the call. 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. They may not get this play off. And we're going to take this into the 4th quarter with the score 31 for the Menor Cardinals, 14 for the visiting Hudson Explorers. Cardinals talking it over what they want to do here. Coming out for a 2nd down and short following that nice long 8-yard run by Connor Krasanzik that led off this drive. Krasanzik in a shotgun set, receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff to Alex Matthews. Look at downfield, he's got Brandon Fritz for the catch to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, fighting his way to the 10. He won't go down to the 5, to about the 3-yard line. He wouldn't go down. Fighting to try to get another touchdown. Comes up denied, but not by much. Nice grab as Krasanzik led Brandon Fritz for the big gain. There is a flag on the play way back on the Cardinals' 27-yard line. So we'll see what the call is after the exciting play there with Krasanzik finding the senior wideout who's going to North Carolina next year, Brandon Fritz, who's been showing up big the past number of games and especially again tonight, as him and Connor Krasanzik hooked up for a big touchdown in the 1st half, and that was a big play. That looks like we're going to have a big hike back to the Cardinals' side of the field after a huge gain, potentially with Krasanzik on a real nice play by Brandon Fritz, but it's all for naught at this point. Again, the score that we stand right now through 3 quarters, the Cardinals are up 31-14. Quick scoring summary in the 1st quarter. Alex Matthews with a 1-yard touchdown run to give the Cardinals a 7-0 advantage, and that's how we would end the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter, Connor Krasanzik ended up with a pass to Eddie Doherty for a 26-yard touchdown, followed by Mike Music extra point, bringing the score to 14-7. Hudson followed up with Mitch Gaudani passing to Colton Whited for a 25-yard score. Score was 14-7 at that point. But then the Cardinals really ended up with a big momentum shifter with Connor Krasanzik hooking up for a huge 59-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Fritz. And then also Krasanzik with a 7-yard touchdown run, which brought the halftime score to 28-7, Menor over Hudson. So far, the scoring action in the second half has been a 37-yard field goal by Mike Music that brought the score to 31-7. And then just most recently, Dean Miller had a 21-yard rush for the Hudson Explorers, which brings the score to where it stands right now, 31-14. We go back to a 2nd down and 7 play. Corey Plavkin on the reception for the first down for the Cardinals. 1st and 10, let's do it again. 11:29 remaining in the game for the Cardinals. Another first down. Running through some of the third quarter stats. 18 first downs in the game compared with Hudson with only 14. Rushing yards pretty even, 135 for the Explorers and 159 for the Cards. Through the air, 137 yards for the Explorers and 220 for the Cards. So the overall yardage advantage, 363 for the Cardinals, 258 for the Explorers through 3 quarters. 1st and 10, the Cards going to hand the ball off to Eddie Doherty with some running room to midfield, to the 45, to the 40, to about the 38-yard line on the Explorers side of the field. Again, Doherty didn't want to go down, showing his speed straight up the gut for the big run. Eddie Doherty. 11 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the game here. 31-14, the advantage for the Cardinals, and they're on the move again. This big play offense with another big play. Krasanik, 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. He's going to hand the ball off again to Alex Matthews. Not much success on that. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage and a flag on the field again. Kind of Krasanik trying to sell that fake as he shot to the top of the field, but he handed the ball off to Alex Matthews, who was taken down immediately by the Explorers, and that penalty's going to be against the Cardinals, so we're walking back to the 46-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. So Cardinals looking here with 10 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. With a 1st and 24, so a 1st and very long following the penalty here. Krasanzik's got Brandon Fritz on the near side, 3 receivers on the top side, flanked by his running back who breaks out. And that's Brandon Fritz with the reception. Bringing the ball close to midfield, just shy of getting back to midfield. 10:20 remaining in the game. 31-14, Cards over the Explorers, going to bring up a 2nd down and 21 for the Cardinals. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Krasanzik is going to pass it, looking downfield. He's got a receiver. Eddie Doherty, number 40 with the catch. He's going to get a first down for the Cardinals on the connection there. Nice play, Cardinals, 1st down. Keeping the drive going here. Connor Krasanzik on a nice hookup to Eddie Doherty, who fought for the ball, caught the reception and the first down. 9:54 remaining in the game. Cardinals on the move, getting close to the red zone. Krasanzik looking to the sideline for the play call. Brandon Fritz on the top of the screen, on top of the field. 1 receiver on the near side. Corey Plavkin is Krasanzik in that familiar shotgun set. Gets ready for the snap. He's going to hand the ball off. Alex Matthews running straight ahead for some positive yardage for the Cards. Getting close to the red zone there to about the 21-yard line. Nice run on first down for Alex Matthews. 9:15 remaining in the game. Going to bring up a 2nd down and short for the Cards. Cardinals 31-14 versus the visiting Hudson Explorers. The big advantage and looking to score again. Sure would feel good to get another touchdown on the board just to get that extra sigh of relief here. Hudson doesn't want to go down without a fight, but they got a sizable advantage to try to make up, and it doesn't seem like they're going to have enough time to do it at this point. Krasanzik in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off, going straight ahead for maybe a yard or 2 for the Cardinals. Doherty running straight ahead for a couple yards, going to end up bringing up a 3rd down and short for the Cards as that clock keeps ticking its way down. 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the game for the Cards. Kazanzik looking to the sideline for the call. Corey Plavkin, the receiver on the near side. Brandon Fritz on the top side. Kazanzik in the shotgun. He's got Bardinelli and Alex Matthews there by him, but he's looking down the field, thought about running, had a receiver, Jake Bardinelli with another big grab. Inside the 10 to close to the 5. Bardinelli's having himself a ball game today. The senior wide receiver for the Cards really showing up today with some big catches here. Kazanzik had some trouble there, but was able to hook up with Bardinelli for the big first down here. First down and goal to goal for the Cards. 7:52 remaining in the game as the Cards in the red zone looking to score again. 31-14, the advantage they enjoy. Hoping to enjoy another score. Alex Matthews got some running room as he runs in for the touchdown. Flags on the field, so don't get too excited yet. We'll see what the penalty is going to be. And it looks like they're going to be walking the Cardinals back and calling this touchdown run back. Sure have to think it's going to be a holding call, and that's the decision by the referees. Walking the Cardinals back a little bit. Nullifying the nice run by Alex Matthews. 7:46 remaining in the game. 31-14, the Cardinals in charge here at the JTO. The final home game of the regular season here in 2013. Season began this year on August the 30th and began with the victory here, right here at home against Erie McDowell. And second week of the season ended up being a loss here at home as well to the St. Ignatius Wildcats. But since then, Cardinals been on a groove with winning. Kazanzik running and almost ran himself into the end zone. Nice run. After some heavy traffic in the run there, ended up making something out of nothing. 7:38 remaining in the game. Kazanzik turning that into a nice play. Going to be second down and goal to goal for the Cards. Again, the Cardinals came into this game with a 7-1 record, a 6-game win streak. 3 of those 6 games were shutouts. Most recently last week, playing in Solon at Stewart Field. 35-0 win over the Solon Comets. The ball is handed off. Fighting to get in the end zone for a touchdown! Cardinals! Alex Matthews pushes his way into the end zone for the score. The Cardinals running it up to 37-14 to take the lead over the previously unbeaten Hudson Explorers. Came here to the JTO and getting turned back to this point. Another big run and touchdown for the Cardinals. Alex Matthews forcing his way into the end zone. Mike Music coming out again for the extra point attempt. And the kick is up and it's good. It's going to be 38-14. The Cardinals rushing their way to a little bit more breathing room here at the JTO over the Hudson Explorers. About to send them to the first loss on the season. Cardinals are going to remain undefeated in the Northeast Ohio Conference Valley Division. And it's going to drop the Hudson Explorers to 1 loss in the conference. Both teams, again, going to be in the playoffs in a couple weeks here, but the Cardinals going to be a team who's going to have a home game due in part to this victory here tonight. 1 more game on the season, but Cardinals definitely positioning themselves well with the victory here, which it sure looks like they're on their way to having. 38-14 over Hudson with 7:32 remaining in the game. Mike Music getting set to kick off from the 40. Another big game this evening for the Cardinals, and it looks like we're going to be on the right side of a big victory, letting the Cardinal faithful go home with smiles on their faces with another big victory tonight. Mike Music ready to kick. It's up. The Explorers going to field the ball to the 20, to the 25, taken down by the Cardinals special teams. Good job by the Cardinals on the stop. Colton Whited on the return for the Explorers. J.D. Matsko in on the tackle for the Cards. Again, 7 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the game. But a big commanding 38-14 advantage for the Cardinals following that Alex Matthews push into the end zone on the forceful run that gave the Cardinals another score and a lot more breathing room so the crowd here could sit back and relax a little bit instead of being on the edge of their seat. Mitch Guadano trying to run the ball, but stopped by the Cardinals D for a short gain. Good play by the Cards. Nico Lautner on the stop for the Cards. Going to bring up a second down for the Explorers. Second down and 8. 7 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the game. Mitch Guadano looking downfield. He's got a receiver. That's Whited again. Bringing the ball up to about the 45-yard line on the Explorers side of the field, getting close to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Explorers here is Mitch Guadano, the quarterback, waiting for the play. 6:56 remaining in the game. 38-14 Cards with the big advantage here at home at the JTO. Explorers huddling up. The crowd feeling good here on the Cardinal side of the field. Mitch Guadano in the shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top. Cardinals with a number of big special teams and defensive plays this evening to go along with their explosive offense that we all know and love. And it looks like the Explorers, Dean Miller with the rush for the first down, moving the chains for the Explorers, but maybe a little too late for the Explorers at this point with 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the game. Mitch Guadano back, and he's looking to pass. He's got a receiver, but taken down immediately for only about a 5-yard gain. And they're not going to huddle up. They're going to stay in a hurry up here. Guadano back in the set. Mark Walton on the stop on that last play for the Cards. Guadano's going to run the ball, but broke a tackle and got another first down for the Explorers. Getting close to the red zone as he brought it to about the 23-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field here. 6:17 remaining in the game. Again, the Cards with the sizable advantage, 38-14, but let's see what the defense can do here. They've made it interesting for Hudson, but they've seen it really tighten up as Hudson gets close to the red zone as Mitch Guadano, the quarterback for the Explorers, does cross that red zone line inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line on the Cards side of the field here. 5:52 remaining in the game. Clock winding on down. Running out of time for the Hudson Explorers here is a threatened, taken down by the Cards for the sack. Guadano taken down. Von Maddox, the senior defensive end for the Cards, with the big takedown and the loss of yards on the sack job for the Cardinals defense. 5:25 remaining in the game. Von Maddox coming up big, forcing a 3rd and 13 for the Explorers. Guadano looking at his receiver, taken down well shy of the first down on that reception there by Colton Whited. 5:09 remaining in the game. Kaya Powell with the stop for the Cards. A lot of big plays for the Cards, and we're calling Kaya Powell's name quite a bit here this evening. The senior DB having a big night for the Cards on defense. Mitch Guadano, the QB for the Cardinals, looking in the end zone. Well defended, incomplete pass. It's going to be another turnover on downs. Cardinals get the ball back, and I see number 6 down there again. I was just talking about him, and he made another big play. Kaya Powell on the defensive stop there for the Cardinals, getting his hands in the mix and forcing that incompletion. Well defended by the Cardinals senior DB, Kaya Powell, having a big night. 4:47 remaining in the game. The Cards 38-14 with the advantage. over the Explorers. Going to be dropping the Explorers. I'm confident to say at this point to their first loss on the season. They're going to end up with identical records after this game. They'll both be 8-1. This will be a huge, huge victory for the Cardinals. In most circles deemed to be the game of the week here. Full house in the press box and in the stadium this evening. Connor Krasanzik no longer in the game at QB. Matt Eisworth, who we're used to seeing here to come in the game when the game is at this point out of reach. And again, Matt Eisworth changing his uniform number midway through the season here. He's now wearing number 17. Him and Dominic Citriglia ended up switching numbers, so Citriglia is now wearing number 3 and Eisworth's got number 17. So remember, Eisworth had a lot of playing time in the first couple of games of the season when Krasanzik had some arm difficulties, but coming in cleanup time for the Cardinals. 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. 38-14, the Cardinals advantage. Looking for this big W here pretty soon, as soon as the clock keeps ticking down. Eisworth on a quarterback keeper, moving straight ahead for a couple yards on second down, so that's going to bring up a third down, about 4 for the Cardinals. Clock winding down right now to 3:40 remaining in the game. You'd have to think the Cardinals would be content at this point to just keep running that clock on down. Is the offense looking to the sideline for the play call at this point? Third down and 4, Cardinals. And the Cardinals with the large advantage, 38-14. 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Matt Eisworth, the sophomore QB in there for the Cardinals. He's going to keep the ball, and he's running straight ahead and banging his way. He won't go down, and he's going to get 1st and 10 for the Cards. 1st and 10, let's keep doing it here. Do it again for the Cards. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the game. Cardinals retain the ball, and I think they're going to be content to keep running it. 38-14 advantage. Cardinals faithful are going to be going home happy again this week. Another strong season for the Cardinals here. 8-1, they're going to end this game with one of the best records in the area. 2:47 remaining in the game. Matt Eisworth in the QB spot in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off. Quite a bit of running room. Bardinelli's doing it all today. Running it this time for a first down for about 12 yards. Bardinelli showing up strong today with a lot of receptions, and this time running straight ahead for a first down for the Cardinals. Keeping that clock running the way we like to see it. Bardinelli, the senior wide receiver running back for the Cards, is having himself a ball game tonight. He's a big reason on why the Cards have the 38-14 advantage. 2:20 now remaining in the game here. Matt Eisworth at QB. 1 receiver on the near side, 2 on the top side. Cardinals. Eisworth's going to hand the ball off for a short gain. Alex Matthews going to get a couple yards out of it. More importantly, keeping the clock running here. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 38-14, the Cards. The big lead here is we'll just wait for the game to be a formality here as the clock winds on down. Just waiting to see what the final score is going to be. But the Cardinals appear to be walking away with the big victory this evening at the JTO over the previously undefeated Hudson Explorers, who came in here to Jerome T. Osborne Stadium tonight and turned back by the Menor Cardinals. Matt Eisworth in the shotgun set. And he's going to be content to hand the ball off to Bardinelli again, pushing his way up the middle of the field for some positive yards. 1:20 remaining in the game. Bardinelli. It's going to be a third down and short for the Cards. But the crowd is ready to start celebrating the victory for the Cardinals here. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining in the game as the clock winding its way down. The offense, Matt Eisworth looking for the call for the play. Maybe taking a knee at this point and just going into victory formation. Matt Eisworth, he's going to run the ball. And he's going to get a first down, but 40 seconds remaining in the game. It's all a formality at this point, folks. The Cardinals with the big victory here tonight. The much anticipated matchup between the Cardinals and the undefeated Hudson Explorers finds the Hudson Explorers going home with their first loss on the season as the Cardinals show up big. They recognize the seniors here at Cardinal Stadium to JTO before the game, and the seniors came up huge tonight. Jake Bardnelli on offense, Connor Krasanzik, Brandon Fritz. Who else here? We had a huge senior contribution tonight. Defense, Von Maddox, Kaya Powell, and on down the line. The Cardinals, 38-14 as the last seconds wind down on the clock. 3, 2, 1, and the teams come out to shake hands. And we're going to celebrate another Cardinals victory here at the JTO. Cardinals move to 8-1 on the season. 38-14 tonight. Pete Stark for Cardinal TV, bringing you another satisfied crowd here at the JTO Stadium with the Cardinals with a big victory over the visiting Hudson Explorers as the Cardinals preparing themselves for the playoffs. One more regular season game next week against Strongsville, but a strong victory tonight, 38-14.